Hello everyone, welcome to Late Night Lantern, the newest late night show on the market. Best one, I'd say even. I'm Tommy Hudek.
And I'm Hannah Santo, and today we are out on the oval. It is a beautiful day. The grass is green, the birds are chirping.
Beautiful day for a late night show. That's a little ironic, don't you think?
Yeah, the sky's looking a little bit too blue for that, but we're different here at the Lantern.
Absolutely.
What are you up to, Tommy, nowadays? Semester's coming to a close.
Freshman year coming to a close, it absolutely flew by. I mean, like scheduling for classes and all that, it's stressful, I'll tell you. Housing lottery, whew.
Yeah, geez. It was your freshman year, though? How did that go? How was college for you?
Very good, very good. Hometown guy, grew up in Columbus, so it's good to still be here. Been a Buckeye for life. How about you? What's been going on?
Well, it's actually going to be going into my senior year, which is pretty crazy to think. What will happen after that? I just don't know, Tommy.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
You know, freshman year coming to a close, I kind of want to get a little bit more involved. And great way to do that, clubs.
So many good ones.
OSU's got a lot of them. Pretty obscure ones, too. They've got like a Quidditch team, I've heard, Bad Singers Karaoke Club, stuff like that.
But they also have a club just for jump roping.
You're kidding.
Here, we're going to have Danny tell you all about Jump Roping Club. Take it away, Danny.
Please do.
Jump rope is a game loved by many during childhood, but for the students in the Jump Rope Club at Ohio State, the fun doesn't have to stop in college. Club president Sarah Katz said she was first interested in the club during her freshman year.
That was the first time I was introduced to kind of the sport of jump rope and kind of fell in love with it. It was a lot of fun just learning new tricks and kind of having something to do, just joining another club and meeting other people in the club freshman year, and then it's just something that I stuck with since now, or until now.
Katz said the group meets twice a week to practice their skills and make up new routines. Katz, a senior, will be passing the group on to Quinn Hetrick, who said she originally joined the club just to work out, but found it to be much more than that.
It was definitely more about the fitness at first because I was really just willing to join any club, like a Zumba club or anything, but this was the one that was running, and then I happened to really like the extra, learning tricks, and it looks cool and you can show other people, so that's why I stuck with it, and it's a cool thing that I can tell people rather than just, oh, I do Zumba or something like that.
The group also participates in a university jump rope summit, in which colleges from around the country gather to show off their jump rope skills. Katz said she loves this aspect of the club because it gets to combine both collaboration and creativity.
So it's a lot of fun to kind of work with somebody else and kind of try out new tricks together and try out different ideas, and then you can kind of implement those and put those into the performance, which is a lot of fun to show off to other people kind of what you've been working on.
That was a fun club. Makes me want to watch Jump In, starring Corbin Bleu from Disney Channel.
Can't say the same, but love the enthusiasm. So, something I've seen in OSU, there's so many cool human interest stories if you really look deep in one of the biggest schools in America. And I think we've got a great one, a great mother-son connection in some of the most powerful positions here at OSU. I think we should talk to them. Here's Dr. Tina Pierce and Andrew Pierce.
Hi, thank you, Tommy. I am sitting here with Dr. Tina Pierce and Andrew Pierce. Dr. Pierce holds her doctorate in political science and is a program manager and senior lecturer in the John Glenn School of Public Affairs, and she is also an Ohio State alumna. I am also sitting here with Andrew Pierce. He is the president of the undergraduate student government and is a third year in public policy and analysis. Dr. Pierce, Andrew, thank you for agreeing to come in today.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having us. Yeah. So my first question is for Andrew. With the election campaign being such a long process, how did it feel to finally confirm you were going to be the president of the USG? And how does it feel now to be in your term as president?
Well, it was a culmination, not just my efforts, but a whole team effort, and really felt excited and more relieved that many of our senators were across the finish line with me. And now being in the role, building that executive team, meeting administrators, I feel very glad and, if anything, excited that the university has embraced policy with ease, engagement, affordability, safety, and equity, and more importantly, I'm really focused on building those strategic plans for USG to ensure that we have concrete, tangible, and practical ways to make campus a little bit better.
Got it. And then that leads me to my second question for Dr. Pierce. From coming from being the first person in your family to attend college to now having your son be the president of USG at Ohio State, honestly, what did that moment of Andrew winning mean for you?
So I have to say it is a moment that impacted not just me, but impacted our entire family. What a lot of people might not know about Andrew and I is that my grandparents actually started working at this university as custodial workers. So my grandfather was a janitor at West Campus, Vivian Hall, which has been torn down, and my grandmother was a janitor over in many of our science buildings where they were building cars, some of those first experimental cars. And so you have to understand, to come from a family, a working class family, where we were taught very early on the importance of community service, the importance of working hard, the value of education, having the opportunity to then enter into the Ohio State as a first generation student where your grandparents are mopping floors and cleaning. In my freshman year, I worked on West Campus mopping floors and cleaning with my grandfather. To be active in USG as an undergrad myself and run for presidency when I was just an undergrad and pregnant with Andrew. So for Andrew to actually become the president, I think just shows that, one, our family has great values that we're passing down through the generations, but two, I think the story shows everyone that sometimes what you think is for you is actually for the generations that are coming behind you to continue the great work that you're doing, because that generation that's coming behind you, you're opening doors, you're paving ways for them, and they're going to be able to achieve great things. So that feeling was a feeling of honor, it was a feeling of celebration and excitement, it was a feeling of humility, and it was a feeling of continue to do the hard work to open doors for the future generations.
Wow, yeah, it really all comes full circle there. Well, my next question is for Andrew, and that kind of connects to what you were saying, Dr. Pierce. What type of inspiration has your mom been over the years throughout your career in your professional life and in your academic life?
Well, from kindergarten, she made sure that I could spell my words right, and that has transcended all the way to college. I think Dr. Pierce and Mom, and more specifically for me, Mom, sets the tone, and more specifically with me and my siblings, show that you are moving in spaces, both academically and professionally, where you not only represent yourself, but you're representing, like my mother said, a community and a family. And with that comes a certain expectation, not only academic excellence, but more importantly, self-respect, and understanding the shoulders on which you stand upon.
Dr. Pierce, Andrew, thank you again for agreeing to come in today and answering my questions. I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and that's back to you, Tommy and Hannah.
See ya.
Thank you.
I mean, gosh, how interesting are they? That's crazy that there's so many, like, unique little small world connections here at OSU. It's nuts.
That's for sure, especially at such a big place like this. Hey, Tommy, bop or flop? That team up north.
I mean, is that even a question? Like, I've got this on, so it's a flop, obviously.
We have so many different students talking about some bop or flop scenarios here on the Oval.
And absolutely, most late night shows have their own, on the street segment. They'll send their co-host out, so why don't we do that?
So we're gonna have Moran take it away.
Hey everyone, it's Moran Desta, and I've been going around Ohio State's campus asking students their opinion on certain Ohio State treasuries, like cafes, buildings, sports teams. Let's hear what Ohio State students have to say.
Bop or flop on campus food?
Flop.
Why?
Because I feel like it gets kind of boring after a while. Except for Juice 2. We love Juice 2.
Flop after a while. Bop in the beginning.
Okay.
Scott Tradition's big bop. Union Market was a big bop till I worked there, and then I saw like the behind the scenes. Like I saw the avocado from a bag, and then it was a flop.
Bop or flop, Thomas Library?
Bop.
Bop?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, it's nice and quiet, good atmosphere, good people.
Flop.
Why?
Too quiet.
Do you have to have like noise in the background?
I just don't want people to look at me when I like drop something, which is inevitably gonna happen.
Yeah. Bop or flop, women's hockey?
Oh, bop, obviously. We just won the championship.
They got a national title? Major bop.
Bop or flop, BRUTUS?
Oh, bop.
Bop? Why?
Yeah, because he's been around for a long time. He's super cool looking, and he does some cool tricks.
Bop.
Bop?
Yeah, he's had a lot of athletic training. You have to beat a lot of criteria to be BRUTUS.
Yep.
I was gonna try out. You have to have a backflip. Anyway.
We've got some very opinionated students here at OSU. I mean, a lot of topics, a lot of opinions. What can I say?
That's what Ohio State's all about, though. Bringing everyone together.
Diversity of thought, yeah. Well, I mean, with that, sadly, we have to say our first episode of Late Night Lanterns coming to a close. I mean, flew by.
But we want to thank you so much for tuning in with us, and be sure to keep up with the Lantern because we always have stories and packages pumping out.
Who knows? We could continue this into next year. We'll see if this catches on.
We may be back.
We'll see you back here in the fall.
Enjoy the sunshine, Ohio State. We'll see you soon.
Go Bucks.